and sit down.
What is going on, Dad? And welcome to episode 48 of the Dad's After Dark Show, recorded on Sunday, May 30th, 2021. Happy Memorial Day, folks. We're your hosts, Drew and John, and thank you for joining us tonight, bringing us some Nintendo, and we're in the hot tub. John, we're in a hot tub.
We're in the hot tub together.
Naked? Not naked? Does it matter?
You can't see, so you just use your imagination. Whatever you want me to be, Drew.
That is fair. I like that assessment. So what's new, buddy? How you been? What's new this week?
I've been good. My kids are out of school. Last day of school was Thursday.
That's crazy. My kids have like a month left.
Yeah, well, we start like in August, so it's all equal. But yeah, no, I this time of year is always conflicting. Part of it is like it's nice that they're home, you know, like Michelle doesn't have to like ferry them to school, pick them up, do like 4 round trips.
That's true.
Way less gas. But on the other hand, they're home. And this year, just like last summer, I'm home working. And I mean, they're not as loud as they used to be. But when they were younger, they could shake up a house. So
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I used to rent an office in the summers, but now they're so quiet. My son's playing PlayStation. My other kids are like programming stuff. I probably won't do that, but I will be considering next week if I want to go work in a like co-working space.
You were saying that. You were talking about that, right?
Yeah. So right now I would totally do it, except for one thing. The last time I was there, which was like a couple of years ago, I was okay with programming on my laptop with just my laptop screen. Now I've gotten really used to like a 2-screen layout, and the space that I would be renting, you can't just leave your crap all over the place. So I would be using just my laptop, and I feel like that would drive me crazy during the day. I wouldn't be as efficient. So I'm afraid if I rent it out that I'll like just be too lazy to go. So
that's fair.
I don't know. Yeah.
It's a tricky one.
You're back at work now, though, right?
We're back full time. No mask. I think I don't know if I told you that. No mask. Yeah, that's the new rule. If you're vaccinated and you wait your 14-day period, you don't have to wear a mask.
Right. How many people are wearing the mask? Not that I really like talking about masks anymore, but
I know, me either.
Are there people there in the office that are still wearing masks, or what's the?
I would say it's closer to like 25 to 30% wearing them.
Oh, that's a pretty good number, actually.
Yeah, but I mean, but it's still the people still waiting for that 14-day period, which, you know, it's just a weird situation. What about the people that you know didn't get vaccinated? I don't know. This whole thing is weird now. It's such a weird, you know.
We're in this mushy transition where I'm noticing in stores, like I went to Walgreens and the clerk was not wearing a mask. It was the first time. In fact, none of the employees were. But I went to Best Buy and all of the employees were wearing masks. So I'm kind of in that boat where it's like, if the employees are wearing masks, then I'll wear a mask. But if they're not, then I'll think about it. But
it's weird now, right? You know, you always have your 2 pockets of cell phone, wallet. Now it's always like cell phone, wallet, mask.
Right. Yeah.
I always just throw the mask in the back pocket. Like you said, if it's going to make somebody else feel uncomfortable, it is what it is. Put it on. Who gives a shit, you know?
Yeah. We're in that mushy phase. I think we're more quickly going towards just masks kind of being gone than I thought. But I'm comfortable either way. I'm just curious.
Yeah, I agree. But who knows? Weather's been super shitty here lately, John. Ever since started Friday morning, it's been like 50s, rainy and windy, nonstop.
I love that weather.
Listen, I agree. It's nice weather for like early spring or fall, but you know, it's summer. You want to be outside doing stuff. But I'll tell you what, we've been like outside doing yard work and in the pool every single day. That it is kind of nice now. Like we just literally sat inside all weekend. Got to have some company over today. My cousin brought over their kids. We got to play. You know, it was just relaxed. We just relaxed all weekend. It was fantastic.
Right. So. Nice. Well, now we're just sitting here in the hot tub. And, you know, just seeing what's going on. We need to talk about our hockey game.
Since you brought it up, John, how many
Mm.
times do you think we've played ice hockey since we've known each other? Probably 5 times, maybe.
Maybe, yeah.
I don't think I've ever beat you once.
Now that I think of it, I don't know if we played 5 times, right?
Maybe 3 to 5. 3 to 5?
Yeah, maybe. We played that one where we played a period and then like I was beating you bad and you just had to go. You were like, oh, I got to go somewhere.
Yeah, that's what happens when you're losing like 10-0 after the first. But John, my point is, when it mattered the most in our hockey league, I prevailed. We had a game, and the fatties, it came down to you, not necessarily me being the better player, but you picked in the wrong team.
I did. I adjusted for it today, but I don't think I won a single face-off our entire match. We got into like 5 or 6 fights. I didn't win a single fight. It was the most frustrating. It was one of those, like, I would totally throw the controller if I was a little more unhinged. It was so frustrating. It was like playing the whole match with one hand tied behind your back. Like every 20 seconds, there was some grievance. And,
would you be mad if I told you I actually played handheld as well?
It probably. I feel like you're right that I tried to look it up and I can't. Like that the fatties are bad at the face-off.
They are.
I had the all-fatty team, but it wasn't a problem before. And when you and I had played previously, I didn't have this problem before. I had the same problem with somebody else too. I couldn't win the face-off, so I adjusted to my strategy today in another game that I lost with Chris HL94, and I had the one skinny, 3 fatty strategy, where the one skinny was simply there for all my face-offs.
Yes.
But I still lost.
What was the score of Chris's game? How'd that game go?
I think I lost by like 4 goals.
That's close though in ice hockey.
I had the same problem I had with Crazy Greek Dre. I just can't generate offense. My shots are not good enough. And you were doing that shot from like the wing that would like go off the far post.
That's a tough to stop too.
And I was trying to like give that a go. I mean, like I can't get goals in the net. I got to figure that out. I
have to play Crazy Greek this week. I did it back to him.
Yeah, he's pretty good.
I know. I'm starting I feel like I'm going full-time podcaster because this is my first of 3 nights in a row. I definitely got to give a shout out to Dan Retro and DatFast for Retro Logic. I will be going on their show Tuesday night.
Nice.
So it'll be funny. You know, I've been doing podcasting, John, for now. If you add my Disney stuff and this, it's about 4 years total, you know, combined of podcasting. I've never guested on any podcast show before.
Wow. Can you tell me, is there like a Drew topic or is this just random?
I'm going to spill the beans. I don't know. They didn't tell me there was an NDA or anything involved.
Spill the beans.
Well, they asked me which retro games I like to play, and I know they've had a lot of different topics. So I said, well, let's talk about like GoldenEye and 007 games over the years. So that's what I'm bringing to the table because I used to play a ton of those growing up.
Right.
Yeah, and then I have to pick my 3 to 4 whatever retro games for the pricing game. I haven't done that yet.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so if you got any curveballs, you want me to, give me some heads up.
I'm gonna slip you a couple of curveballs.
Give me some good ones.
Yeah. Nice. I look forward to listening to that one.
Oh yeah, it'll be good.
Usually I don't. I mean, usually I can't stand listening to those guys.
Oh yeah.
But you're gonna be on, so got to make an exception, right?
You never know. I'm gonna have to hold my tongue. I don't know what the rating is on that show.
They're not after dark.
They're not after dark. So
they don't do their podcast from a hot tub either.
Well, hot tubs is the new in. Hot tub's the new thing. Indoor. I got the inflatable indoor hot tub. That's what we're talking about, folks. We're not like outside on the patio. This is the inflatable indoor hot tub with the blow up, palm trees, some job lot and the dollar store.
It's too bad we're not a video podcaster.
Well, I think it's the opposite of that. I think everyone should be thanking us it's not a video podcast right now.
And we are going to have a lot to say about hot tubs later. You know why, Drew? Because we are the one podcast that can truly talk about them.
Listen, if you don't know what we're talking about, I already sent a little teaser over in Discord to the Discordians of what my screen looks like at the moment. But I agree. It's you just never know what you're gonna get on this show, folks. And hot tubs is the topic of choice.
Can't wait to talk about it. But in the meantime, Drewski,
yeah,
how about we talk about what?
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
I want to see if you can finish my sandwich there.
You've been playing. What have we been playing? I'll tell you what, John. I have a plethora of games I need to tell you about.
All right, let's get to it.
What have we been playing? I've had a busy week and a half of gaming. Maybe not my best, right? Maybe I'm not at my peak moment of video gaming in my career. But you know what I can say, John? I'm giving games a try. Only if I had Game Pass, I wouldn't be spending all this money, as one might say.
God.
But yeah. So let's start out with
which $2 game did you buy this week?
So I went with the freebie first. So for the Nintendo dads, I seen everybody talking about Knockout City. So I said, shit, let me give this a try. You know what I just solidified here and confirmed is these battle pass type free to play. They're just not for me, John. I've tried a lot of them over the days. Obviously, Paladins, we all know I stuck with whatever reason. I think that was more of just a comfort food that I could just hop on and off. I never went for like the battle pass in that game, but so Knockout City. Let me just say this: EA makes this, right, John? I believe.
Yes.
The controls are super good. I really enjoyed the controls. I thought they were very tight, very reactive. They were just very good controls. But the game, I don't know. I played through the tutorial. I played a few matches, and I then deleted the game. It just, I don't know. I mean, it's dodgeball, but it's, like you can body check people, and they didn't really teach you that in the tutorial. So it was just, yeah, I don't know. Not for me. Did you try it yet?
I was thinking of it only because my son plays Fortnite and, my other son is, still a little young. And I was thinking like, well, maybe this is a game they can play together. And, there's ways to play it for free, at least for a trial period or so. But
not anymore. I think this is the last day or two.
In the end, yeah, there's like a battle pass involved. And I wasn't really that interested in it anyway, because like you said, you have to sign up for a battle pass and it just feels like it commits you for like a year. I don't like those sort of games, so I'm not gonna get involved. But how was the tutorial? Was it like a big tutorial? Quick?
It probably took 5 to 10 minutes. There was you had to go around this rooftop and go to a couple different like checkpoints, and it was just this checkpoint showed you how to throw a ball. This one showed you how to catch a ball. This one showed you how to jump, and it showed you the basics. Here's the thing with all these types of games: when you have a tutorial, it's like, you want to do the tutorial to not miss anything, but at the same time, I just want to play a game. I want to get into the action.
Right.
So it's kind of like a double. It hurts you either way. That's what I always find. And I knew I probably wasn't investing a ton of time, so I went through the tutorial fairly quick.
Yeah.
But not for me. Not for me.
All right.
Next game, Gravekeeper, $1.99 special.
Oh my God.
Yeah, the game sucks. Don't play it. Let's just keep it at that. There's nothing else more to say.
Whoa. All right, listen up, community. I know you guys were all ready to jump in on Gravekeeper. This is Drew telling you should not play Gravekeeper. We might have to rush this podcast out to make sure everybody knows in advance.
It's not good. It's not good. It's not good. You know what it was? I was on the Ages of Mages trend, and this game popped up for $1.99. It looked a little bit similar. It's nothing like it. It's not good. It's clunky. It's just.
That's interesting, good. Though, that you would see that it looks similar and be like, I that would like detract me. Like, oh, I just played Ages of Mages. I don't want to play a game similar to that.
I actually bought them both before I loaded up either one of them, and I decided to go with Ages of Mages first.
I see.
And then once I beat it, I was like, let me give the other one a go. It was $1.99.
How many minutes did you play?
I probably gave it an hour and a half.
Oh, okay. All right.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah, about an hour and a half, I'd say. Like one full sit-in, and then I think I said I'm never rebooting that game again, and that's deleted as well.
Nice.
let me go through some other ones quickly. Sega Collection. I busted that out today because I had some people over, like I said. We played some Gunstar Heroes. Love that game. And then Sonic Spinball. We played through the entire game and beat it. Love that game. What a blast. But let me talk about another game I played on the Drew wannabe game of the decade list, but wasn't that great. Rise of the Slime. Now, if you watch the trailer or screenshots of Rise of the Slime, it's Slay the Spire knockoff edition mixed in with a kid's version. Now, this game, it doesn't really tell you much on what to do or what you're supposed to do. I mean, if you've never played like a deck building game, I feel like you'd be very lost. And even I have played them, and I still was a little lost in the beginning where I didn't really know how to beat the game or what I was trying to do, because it was one of these games where it was kind of like a roguelike where if you died, your gold coins stayed with you. And your gold coins then could be used for certain upgrades, like, increase your mana or health or your pet. And if you didn't use your gold coins, you lose them, right? So you had to use them. The problem was, John, I found was like, if I had a really good run, I probably used all my gold coins within that run. Like, you got 1,000 gold coins, I'm going to go upgrade something during that run. But then if you die with like 15 coins, you only bring over 15 coins. So it was almost like you wanted to do a run and not spend your coins.
Right.
Which was weird.
Like, you should be penalized in some way.
Yeah, so it's like you do a run and purposely knowing that you're going to die, you're just trying to collect as many coins as you can so that your next run will be really good. It just, it was a weird format.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you're this little slime. He's blue. He looks exactly like the slime from Dragon Quest, except he has a little crown on his head. You have to select the pet, and then the pet can kind of go with whatever deck you want to go with. You have like a melee deck you can choose from, a fire deck, or a like poison deck, which I liked the poison one. I thought that was good. Yeah, it was similar to any card building game. I mean, yeah, it was, but I found it was very unfair. You start with like 40 health. You get to like the first little boss, and he has like 200 health, and I'm hitting for like, I don't know, 5 damage, and I'm just like, I'm never gonna beat this guy. He's hitting me for like 25 damage a turn. I'm like, He kills me in 2 turns, and I got like 10 health off of him. So I don't know if I just missed something. I probably played for a total of 4 hours, maybe 5 on this game so far. I think I'm done. I think I'm done with these shitty games for now. I think I'm holding off to Mario Golf and Rise of the Slime. I mean, if it was, I think I paid. I don't know how much I paid. I probably paid too much. I think it was. I have no idea. Maybe if you look it up, John. Maybe around
$2.99.
No,
I definitely like didn't buy it, so that should be no problem. You paid $10?
I'm not sure. Look it up. Now I'm curious. I forget how much it was.
I'm looking it up right now.
There is a demo for this game, folks. If you are interested in this game, there is a demo. The demo is very short. I want to say like 20 minutes, but at least it gives you a pretty decent.
$14.99.
Wow. You know what?
It does look like Slay the Spire
and it looks great. It looks,
screenshots. Yeah,
I enjoy the graphics. I think the graphics in the trailer sold me, but I feel like it leaves you. There's not much depth involved, and there's not much customization and stuff. So
it's easy to not realize how good Slay the Spire is. That the game design, there is so much to game design, especially with games like this, and it is intricate. That you're doing a deck building game where you can go in different directions with deck building, and nothing is overpowering. No 2 cards, like certain combinations of cards will work really well together, but no combination is just completely overpowering. There's a lot to it. So I mean, I'm different than you. I look at a game like this, and my first thought would be, why on earth would I play this? I'll just play Slay the Spire again. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but if you like Slay the Spire and you say this looks fun, it looks like it has some good depth and stuff, but I think it missed the ball on it. I mean, it is what it is. So that again, Rise of the Slime. There is a demo if you want to give it a go.
Yeah, after that stirring.
Listen, it's
review.
If I had to rank it, I mean, of course, Ages of Mages is significantly better.
Right.
And I think that's $11.99. Just saying. But again, I really want to talk a little bit, just a tiny bit more about Miitopia. I've been playing a lot more of this game. If I had to guess, I have no idea. Maybe 15 to 15 hours, maybe 20 hours, maybe 20. I'm going to say 20. I don't know if you remember. I think we're on the second world. I don't know. We're at like the end of the desert world. I don't know if that means anything. Anyways,
I don't remember the ordering.
Oh my God. I mean, talk about to the point of I don't want to make any more Miis, John. There's so many. I'm at the point now I just select ones that they give you. Because
random guy.
Well, spoiler alert, folks. I hope this isn't too bad. Skip forward 10 seconds, but I'm at the part where you lose your entire party and you have to recreate a new party.
Oh, yeah.
I'm hoping to God I get back my old party because I regret some of the decisions I made on this party development.
Okay.
But yeah, it's the game itself. It's fun. It's fine. There was this part that reminded me a lot of. Actually, there's a lot of parts that remind me of Paper Mario. But there's one specific part where you come to the quiz guy, and he asks these questions. And the first question was, it shows like 4 Miis on the screen, which looked very close together. And it was, again, my kids made all the characters. My daughter's name is Zoe. So it was like, which one is Zoe? And now my daughter made versions of like, Zoe, spelled with a Y, spelled with an E, spelled with an IE, Zozo, Zoe 1, Zoe 2. So I'm like, oh my God, I don't know which one we named it. Like, they all look the same.
She made all of them?
She made a lot of characters named Zoe.
Zoe?
Yes. But different, spellings.
Right.
So my point was, like, I don't remember which one Zoe 2 was. You know what I'm saying? I think they all look the same in a way. But the question was, which one is like Zoe 2? And there was 4 different Miis you had to pick out.
Did you call her down? You should just call her down and went, Zoe, get down here.
She was playing, but I think she ended up getting it wrong.
Of course.
But anyways, the game itself, I'm having fun. It is a little repetitive.
Grindy. Is it getting grindy, right? I told you.
It's grindy. There's moments that are difficult because it's again, you don't have a lot of control over the fighting. Right. You really don't.
Yeah.
And it's my kids love it. My kids are really playing it. My kids play it.
It is a fun game. They should have just taken like one big world out of it. Just cut it. Just cut one world.
I said, I'm only on the second world. I mean, how many worlds are there?
I don't know, but like they should have cut like 15% of it out just to make it a little.
All I know is like the first castle world. Now I'm in a desert. I know there's a snow world.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no. I'm hoping there's not like 5 or 6 worlds.
I mean, I have complaints about the game, and the thing about the demo is it really is fun in the beginning. You make your characters, you do this and that. It's all fun and new, and then there's just this big section of the game where you're just like it's dragging and dragging and dragging. But you know what? I still had fun by the time I hit the end of it too. It's not a game where I'm like, this game is terrible. It's just it's not quite as fun as those first 5 hours. But it has its moments, and there's still a lot of cool things to see.
Are you playing this version?
I have thought about playing it. I'll talk about what my next game's going to be. I have thought about playing it though, but I'm not. I'm probably not competing on the Miitopia Mayhem this month. That's all.
Yeah, I don't know how some of these guys have like 70, 80 medals. I have like maybe 30. I don't know.
It's a game you can just sit there and grind. I mean, you can play it almost without looking at it. I just want to point out to everybody that I know where Drew's Amaranth is on his screen, and he keeps looking to his left.
Over there. That's it. I can't see what she's doing over there.
Don't get your laptop wet, dude. Just put it on the outside over there.
It's off. It's
No, but it is good. I actually might play it. It is one of the prettiest. I have it right up here. You can't see it, but it has one of the prettiest Switch covers. That purple blue fade. It is gorgeous.
Yeah.
And I'm curious to see the changes and the characters look more detailed. But yeah. No, it's cool though. You'll love it.
That's it. I've been busy playing some shitty, some old, some fun. Sure. What about you?
I've had a pretty big, interesting gaming week. I started it off. I moved on. I told you to Rise of the Tomb Raider. That's the second game in the trilogy. I am trying to 100% everything. I had bought that Survivor trilogy, And yeah, I'm going through all the content. So I had played through this game before. So I 100%ed it. I cannot tell you, Drew, it was such a grind. If you've ever
God
played
bless
these
you.
games before, you have these big some of the areas are small, some of the areas are big. Some of the areas are gigantic. And you have to find like some amount of documents and relics in each area
Is
to
that essentially
100%.
like a James Bond game?
I don't know.
Does she have a gun? How does she fight?
Yeah. Oh, she has like, yeah, bow and arrow, guns,
Okay.
shotguns, pistols, stuff like that. The game's incredible. I love this series. I think it's my favorite like trilogy of all time. It's so
Wow.
good. I mean, look, I've played through the games before. I'm playing through them a second time. I played the first one 3 times. But man, there are some large areas in this game where you have to find documents and stuff. It is a needle in a haystack.
Ugh.
And every so often you can find an item that will uncover some things on your map, but not all the time. And there's some ways to like see things in your periphery or behind walls, but not all the time. And I'm telling you, you're just running around this area for possibly hours, just trying to find every last document. I finally got through it. I was so happy because I was just so sick of these areas. Plus, this is the second time I'm playing it.
Yeah.
So then I was playing with the DLC. One of the DLCs I was doing during the game, they added an extra area that has this little side story. It wasn't long. I would say it was probably like 2 or 3 hours at most. I thought it was pretty interesting. It had a good little battle scene, and then you had more of the 100%ing you had to do, find the documents, find the relics. I got stuck on one area for an hour to get one document that was like high up in the level, and you had to do some tricky stuff to get it. Oh my God, an hour I was sitting there trying to do it.
You know,
during a work day, so my work paid for it.
Gotta love it. I thought of you today, actually. I was scrolling online and I saw a rumor that Tomb Raider 2, the movie, was in the works, and Annalise Jolie is in talks of playing her again.
Oh no, they rebooted it with a different actress though.
Did they already make it?
Well, there's 2 of the original movies with Angelina Jolie, and then they rebooted it a few years back with a different actress, and I think they're making a sequel to it. So I don't know. I'll have to look.
Maybe she'll be in it as like a guest appearance, so she won't be Laura Croft.
Yeah, I think she's too old to play that role now. But maybe she'll be like, yeah, I don't know. But yeah, and then there was another DLC called Croft Manor, which was more of like a story DLC. You're just in a mansion. There's no action, and you're just looking for documents and relics. And it was a little boring. Games. Yeah, that was a little boring because I wasn't reading everything, but it was fine. I 100%ed that. So I'm totally done with that. I am not going to play the third game in the series until like maybe the fall. I'm just tuned out.
Yeah, that's fair.
But so I've done every bit of content for the Tomb Raider trilogy 1 and 2. I love Shadow of the Tomb Raider, so I'm looking forward to playing that game again, but not yet. And the other game I was playing is Wandersong on the Switch.
Okay, yeah, I saw this one.
This one came out a while ago. I spent all week playing it, and I don't want to get too much into this one, but basically you're a bard, and the gameplay is you sing. There's a little like you move your right stick and you sing different tones. And throughout the game, there's a story about how you're trying to save the universe. The universe is going to be destroyed. And I mean, it's fine. The dialogue is funny. It's very entertaining. It does some interesting, goofy things. But overall, it's not going to blow you away graphically or anything like that. I did have fun with it. It got a little bland. There's a lot of variety with how you do the singing, how the singing becomes gameplay. Sometimes you have to match a melody that some animal is singing, or sometimes you use your singing as a shield. Like you sing like the meters to the right, and then that's a shield is to the right. They're always constantly changing it up. But I did feel like it was a game that's like dialogue. You have to go do this. You go do that. And then dialogue. And there's never really any challenge or anything like that. So
yeah, that's tough. You know what happens sometimes in those games is like when you really like a gameplay and it just gets too dialogue-y, and you can't connect to the story. You end up just jamming the A button, unfortunately,
Right.
and you miss. Not that you miss the story, but it takes away from the game. You're like, I don't care about the story anymore. You never grabbed my attention. Now I just want to play the game.
And then when the story is most of the game, you're kind of skipping most of the game.
Yeah, it's a tough. I mean, we've all done this, right? On a certain game. I'm not saying you did that here, but we've all done that in a situation where you just want to play the game sometimes.
Yeah.
Because the story's not grabbing you. You know, you think about like The Witcher, right? The Witcher's a good example. We use The Witcher for everything on this show. There's certain quests you're like, listen, buddy, this is a side quest. I don't give a shit anymore. I want to go play the game. Or even the main story. Sometimes it was like a half hour of cutscenes and dialogue, and you're like, all right, I want to get back to playing.
Especially when you play that game a second time. Like, you want to enjoy that game. You're like, ooh, I really love that game. I want to play it again. And then you play it again, and you're like, dialogue. And you're like, okay. Yeah, I can't say I love this game. If I had to give it a score, I'd say 6.5 out of 10. But it did have funny dialogue and all that. And the ending was kind of uplifting and cool. But
looks fun. But it doesn't grab my attention enough. I agree. Yeah.
Another game I played, I talked about this a little bit last week, but I really wanted to talk about it a little bit more this week. Aerial Knights Never Yield. A lot of people in the Discord were talking about this one. The demo came out, like a month ago. I tried it out because I love runner type games, and this one didn't click with me for some reason. It's just a little bit different than a typical runner game. And so I was like, I didn't like the demo, but I said I was probably going to buy the game and play it anyway. And I did. And it's done by an indie dev in Detroit, Tim's hometown. So you want to support the indies. And I gave it a go, and I have a lot of problems with it. It's not a game I honestly would recommend. Good effort, but it has some serious problems that I think were worth sharing. The first part is that when you're doing the tutorial, they show you 3 kinds of jumps. So think of your typical runner. There's 3 kinds of jumps. There's like a high jump. There's like a duck where you slide under something. And then there's this weird middle jump where you're kind of jumping and flipping. It's like a mid-level jump. So imagine if you had to jump through the middle of a wall instead of over the wall. And even in the tutorial, it gets complicated. I remember there was one obstacle where I was like, what am I supposed to do here? And the way it shows it on the screen is with a D-pad, and it's showing left. And it's very weird that it's showing a D-pad and saying tap left, because you might not necessarily have a D-pad. You might have buttons or something like that. But yeah, then once I figured it out, I was like, okay. And then I realized every time you need to do a jump in this game, just like in any runner, they slow it down. And I don't think you played the demo. It was in the demo, but they slow down the action so you can kind of register and make your jump, right? There's some timing involved sometimes with some of them. I thought this was maybe the first level or 2. This is the whole game.
Oh.
And so that's weird. It takes some of the challenge away. Now, I will say, after you beat the first couple levels, you unlock harder difficulties.
Okay.
So basically, you are on easy difficulty when the game starts, and you have no choice. So you're starting on the default difficulty. Then you can do it where there's less slowdown, and then there's one where there's no slowdown. So you can actually do the more difficult version without slowdown. To me, that should be the default level. Yeah, that's the challenge. Yeah. So if you just played the default difficulty, I mean, I blew through this game in one night. Just one night. It was so easy. So that's one problem. The second problem is there's no replay value to the game. When I finished, I had unlocked every costume except for one, and I didn't go out of the way to do anything. I assume the last costume I have to maybe beat on the highest difficulty, but it's just one costume. It's am I really going to go through all of the game again for the one?
And then when you get it, I mean, you're not going to play anymore.
And I'm not going to play anymore. And then in I think in every level, I saw it in a few of the levels, so I'm going to assume there's this coin that's sort of hidden.
Okay.
And I saw at the first level, I'm like, oh, cool, there's these collectible coins. And then I died, and then I went to go get it. The coin did not. I don't know what the coin is for. It doesn't, when you beat a level, it doesn't like put a coin next to your score to say you got that coin for the level. That's the shit that gets me so addicted to a game.
Yeah.
If I finish that game and I saw all my times for all the levels, and I don't care about the times, I don't even know what that means. But if there was a little empty coin, I'd be like, oh, I'm replaying level 3 and I'm going to go get that coin, right?
I gotcha.
They didn't do that. And in fact, I don't even think you can replay an individual level. I think you have to go through the game from beginning to end.
That's terrible.
So that's bad. The third thing, and I think this is the fatal flaw, is all the stuff you learn in the tutorial in the first, like, literally 2 minutes of the game is all there is. As you go from level to level,
I see.
There's no expansion of the game. There's still high jump, middle jump, and duck. There is one thing they add, which is you have the ability to run at any given time, so you can run faster. So when you run faster in the game, it's really just to lower your time for a level. So if your lowest time is 5 minutes, but you run more, you can get through it in maybe 4 minutes or 3 minutes. So it's more of a time thing to get your high score being your low time. But there's these doors that you have to run through. So it forces you to run through the door or you die. So they add that one thing. I think it's in the second level. That is it. There's nothing else. They don't change the combination of jumps. You know, maybe if you're doing a runner, you learn to do a high jump, a medium jump. And then at some point they make you do 3 high jumps in a row, or they make you do a duck, jump, duck, or like these different rhythms. It's just like you just run. You come up to an obstacle. Most of the time it's an obstacle you've seen 100 times before, and it's glowing red, and you know to jump over it. Or if it's glowing yellow, you do the middle jump. It slows down. It's super easy. There were levels I got through without dying one time. And then there's like a couple bosses too. It's so random. Not every level has a boss. There's no prediction to it.
What's a boss and a runner look like?
It's really just like one of the bosses is like missiles coming at you. You jump through the missiles or over or under the missiles. Yeah. You get to the end, and then there's a cutscene.
So it's just more like not dying. You're not fighting the boss.
Yeah, it's not really a boss. And really the last thing I'll say is the cutscenes are terrible. They're awful. They're animated badly. I did not even know the name of my character the entire game until it was over and I went to look up the storyline. It's just like, it's done so badly. The story is awful. And I know runner games shouldn't have a story, but like runner games that do have a little story, at least keep you going. It's a little extra bonus as you go.
Go ahead, John. Bring up the game that you want to mention.
I will just say that this game, Aerial Knights Never Yield, probably came out 6 months too soon. I think it came out. I think he rushed it out at the end. It's not done. It's not polished. So I'm looking forward to seeing if they do some updates to this game. I just feel like it's not done. So that was what I went with. And then the last game, Rain on Your Parade. Is that it?
Oh, I think this is on the Switch as well. I get it.
Rain on Your Parade is on the Switch. I played it on the Series X because it's on Game Pass.
Was it free, Jen?
I signed back up to Game Pass yesterday, so I was
the ultimate one, or whatever it was called.
No, just the regular, the $9.99. And let me tell you, not seeing the EA games on the list is so nice. We started Rain on Your Parade. It was a game I was interested in on the Switch, so I figured I'd play it for free on the Game Pass. And we're having fun with this. Expect a 30-second review on it this week. But this is a fun little game. Not a great game, just a fun little game. I'll leave my comments to the review. The last thing I wanted to go through was I think I mentioned I'm in a gaming rut. I'm finding that games are not pleasing me anymore. It's like I don't want to play a longer game. Like right now on the Switch, I don't know what to play. I kind of want to play Persona 5 Strikers, but I don't want to get involved in a longer game. And then I kind of want to play Pokemon Snap, But it's like, I don't know.
Oh,
I have a feeling I might get bored of it. And then
that's
I've always
yes.
wanted to go back and play Enter the Gungeon. I've never beaten Enter the Gungeon or even gotten close. And I want to like reset my save file and just try to get through it. And then I'm like, ugh, because I've done that before and I
You know,
stopped
I
playing.
gotta ask you about that. Why reset though? Especially a
Just
game like that.
there's something fun. I did it with Slay the Spire when you were playing it. There's just something fun about like giving the tutorial again. And then I just want to restart my progression so I have an idea of where I'm at. I'm like, I understand if I reset, there's going to be some weapons I've already unlocked that won't be there.
Yeah.
But I just want to adjust that my playing level is really going to reset to the beginning. And so I want my progression there.
So
It's
you
just a
feel
thing
better
I do.
about yourself if you die in the first level.
Yeah, I don't know. It's just a psychological thing. If I don't play a game for a while,
No, I guess
I
I get
can't
that.
continue. Yeah, I just have to I reset and I start again.
No, that's fair.
I'm like, in this kind of game, it's not that big a deal. Yeah, there's some weapons that probably make it easier, but yeah. So I'm just in a gaming rut. So I was going through Game Pass games. Like I've said, the nice thing about Game Pass is you can try a game, and if you don't like it, you can stop. You don't feel guilty because you paid $60 for it. So
Oh,
I
that sounds
went
the
through
t-shirts. Right
I
to the
went through
slot.
a small army of games that were not pleasing me, Drew. I tried out SnowRunner. This is the game where you drive a truck in an icy environment or something. You have to drive trucks. It's kind of a weird thing, but it's a
Sounds
heavy
terrible.
physics game. You drive a truck through whatever. I thought it might be interesting, even if it, like, whatever. I'm not a truck driving genre guy.
I'm looking at this. I can't believe you even played this game.
I,
This
you
is
know,
like a
give it a
Drew game.
try. I uninstalled it within 4 minutes of starting it.
Good for you. I
They
respect that more now.
they start the game off. You're in a truck, like a pickup truck, and you have to go drive to find something, and you're just constantly getting stuck in the mud. You're driving 2 miles an hour, and it's like change your gear, and I'm like, I don't know how to change my gear, like, and then they're throwing all of these big dialogue boxes at you. And it's like, dude, and then I got stuck in the mud. I could not get out. I was going in reverse. I didn't know what to do.
Sounds
So I
miserable.
uninstalled it. It was pretty quick. Maneater, which
That's the shark one, right?
I've been interested in this game for a
Yeah, this
while.
one looks fun.
It looks fun.
Oh boy.
I actually had my son play it while I was working on Friday because I figured he'd get a kick out of it. And it's one of those games where they start you off as a big shark and you're eating people, and it's like really kind of funny. You like chase boats down and grab people out of there. And then what happens is they sort of reset the game on you and you're just a tiny shark.
Oh, okay.
And
So
you
they
have to
show the end
level
of the
up.
movie first.
Yeah, it's kind of like Symphony of the Night, right? Like I think you start off, you're powerful, and then you lose all your powers. I think one of the Metroids did that too. You lose all your powers, then you have to gain it all back again.
Okay.
That's fine usually, but when they reset you, I was watching Cedric, I was so bored. He went from eating humans to eating like goldfish. And it like I don't know how many hours it would take before you do something interesting, but it was just eating fish, eating a turtle. Yeah, so I'm not gonna play it. He's still playing it. Then I tried Monster Sanctuary because Casey from NVC really loved it.
This looks like your cup of tea.
I thought it was gonna be. It's kind of a Pokemon clone.
Really?
Yeah, it's a Pokemon game. You start off, you have to pick a starter animal. They call it a familiar, and you fight
That's
other
weird.
animals.
That's what they call the pets in Rise of the Slime.
Oh, okay. And they do it with Nino Kuni too.
Okay.
Yeah, you fight other animals. You can capture them, and you probably have to some kind of Pokedex. Yeah, it wasn't bad. I played it for like 15 minutes maybe.
Okay.
It wasn't bad or anything, but like the early on, the battles were just taking forever. And I was like, you know what? I don't love Pokemon. I like it. And it's like, if I'm going to play one of these games, I'm just going to play Pokemon. I got two
Yeah, that's
Pokemons coming up within the year. So I was just like, I'm not interested. I was actually going to buy that game on Switch if I liked it, because it would be a great Switch game, but I didn't. And then last and certainly least was Nowhere Prophet. This was like a card battling game like you were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought I might be interested in it because of Slay the Spire. Another game that threw way too much at you early on. And very quickly, I just said, look, if I'm going to play a game like this, I'm going to play Slay the Spire. There's no need in playing a different game. I have so much left to do in Slay the Spire. I suck at it. I was just not interested in it. I uninstalled this one within 5 minutes as well. So I did find a couple of games that I like. One of them involves fucking in the first 5 minutes of the game.
Whoa, what's this game?
So yeah, I'll keep this one till next time. But
okay.
yeah, I'm gonna probably give that one a go. And yeah, so we'll see. But that's it. That's what I've been playing. I'm kind of in a gaming rut, but I have a couple games in mind for this week, so we'll see where I am next week.
I won't have too much to share, probably. I'm going to just stick to Metopia. I learned my lesson.
Metopia.
I say, you know what? I say that now until next week. I say, hey, John, look what I bought.
You do it. It's like every other day. There's like some link to a trailer of some game he's playing, and I look at it and I'm like, why are you playing this? I'm gonna like start shipping you games. Like, please play this instead.
You still owe me Manaspark.
Someday maybe. I get less and less likely to play it the more you pick these other games out.
It's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's better than Ages of Mages. Ages of Mages.
Ages of Mages.
Should we call Sadie and get this top 10 going?
Let's do it.
Number 10.
All right, folks. New Mario Golf trailer has dropped. I know it's been a while, but hey, we record every 2 weeks. We have to do it. It looks fantastic. You know, I feel like there wasn't a ton of new stuff, John, really. I mean, they showed off the battle, what they call it, battle mode.
Speed mode, isn't it?
Well,
speed golf. The battle golf.
The battle mode, which seemed interesting to me. That definitely looks cool. They did show more of the speed up. I'm gonna say it. Maybe I haven't said it yet. I'm not really too excited for the speed golf or the battle mode. I just want to play regular Mario Golf. I am excited for the story mode. I think that looks interesting and cool. That doesn't mean I'm not going to play the speed stuff and the battle stuff. I'm going to play those modes. I'm most excited just to play golf with my Mario characters. We got to see a lot of different courses. We saw like the farmland course. We saw a wind course. We saw desert, poisonish, kind of with the PD piranha plants, and lava. Now, some people say they're disappointed. Folks, I don't know what you want or expect. I'm very happy with what I saw. That's exactly kind of what I wanted. I could have expected these courses, and I'm okay with that. And I'm hoping that there'll be other courses that we don't see that maybe they'll come up with. And then of course the characters. The characters look fantastic. 16 playable characters that we know about, plus the me, so really 17. And you have to assume, John, that there's some more unlockables that we don't know about, right?
I hope so.
Just by, let's say, straight appearance-wise, maybe not necessarily stats, because that plays a big part of it. Who would be your go-to out of the original 16 guys?
Oh, gosh. I usually like to pick the goofiest character, and then very quickly I adjust to, all right, what's the strategy of this game, and which character is really good at that strategy?
Correct.
So I can't really tell, but, I mean, I don't know. I'd probably start off with a Waluigi or something like that, and then probably get a feel for like who I really like. It's a hard call to make.
No, that's fair. You know, I'm leading towards like a Bowser Jr. or Bowser, but again, I have to start playing. You know, speaking of Waluigi, you know, Waluigi was one of my favorite characters back in the day when he came out with Mario Party games. What's your take on his whole new look and attitude with like the rose? And I almost don't like where Waluigi has gone. Does that make sense a little bit? But you know what I'm saying?
What do you mean? What do you mean his new look, though?
I feel like he's developed a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
His look has changed. I feel like he was more of a similar to Wario, but now I feel like I don't know what the word is to describe him. It's just more. he doesn't seem as like snotty and stuff as Wario is. He seems a little more like prestige. She thinks he's kind of, a badass. She thinks he's cool.
I don't know if I'd agree with it. In this game, he has that kind of dapper hat, and but, like, all the characters are very golf dressed. Like, I love the way Bowser looks.
Oh my God, fantastic! Yeah,
Toad. I mean, but like, I think part of that is just in this game. So maybe that's kind of covering him up. Maybe that hat is more of like an angry leprechaun sort of look than anything. I don't know. I don't know if I've seen a trend with maybe he's just mad he's not in Smash.
Yeah, that could be it.
I liked the new trailer. The thing that scares me about Speed is Super Rush, and I'm gonna buy it. The thing that scares me the most about Super Rush is the company that made it also made Mario. What's the one on Wii U? The tennis game on the Wii U.
Well, listen.
And they also they made Mario Tennis Aces, and it's all very safe, and nothing in the trailer is telling me like, wow, this game's gonna be crazy. I love the speed golf, and I like the different modes, but like the courses look just totally expected. I really wanted to see some like mini golf aspects to them.
Now you see the Mario Golf 64 version had mini golf, and it was fun. It was plain. It had, I think it was very plain, but it was fun. I don't know, guys. I mean, I feel like it's okay. It's okay to be plain. Mario Golf is a sport where you can compete and try to get good scores, and every round will be different. It's not like a tennis game where it's just you win or you lose, right? Yeah. So I think it's okay that if it's a little safe, because it's going to be a challenge to see if you can beat your high score and get the unlockables. And in the story mode, we don't know a ton about it, but it looks fantastic. It looks like it's like an open world type hub, and I think we talked about this when we originally learned about Mario Golf, but this is the first Mario Golf game where they designed the course in a world, right? Most Mario Golf games, they design a hole, but now it's an entire course where you can see the hole next to you, and who knows what that opens up. It can open up like a cross-country golf type, there's tons of opportunities. So I don't know. I mean, I think it's okay what they did. I don't think, and maybe this is me loving Mario Golf, I don't think they need to take risks with this game. I think this is just go with what you know that people are going to like and make it simple. But at the same time, I like golf. So for me going to just play a course and trying to beat my score is perfect for me. Like you said, some people want the speed golf and these other modes, right? But we saw this trailer, there was like boss battles, right? That's different. I mean, they could suck.
I agree. I love the golf on the Clubhouse 51 games that was I love the golf game on that one, and that didn't have any Mario characters at all.
Yep.
But it's just like, I think once you see Mario characters, you start thinking of like, oh, what goofy things are going to happen? There should be a giant windmill in the middle of the course. Honestly, I think professional golf should have giant windmills in the middle of the course. But see, I want to see some randomization, some goofiness. Mario Baseball used to have like different bats and stuff like that. But we'll see when it comes out. It's just nothing has like blown me away yet, except for how awesome the characters look.
No, I agree. I'm okay with that, but I'm the opposite. If I hit like a nice shot down the middle of the fairway, I don't want to be penalized by a Petey Piranha eating it or something. I want to be able to.
I want you to.
No, I want to be able to get out there and hit my next shot and make birdie. That's what I want. So it's
right. You are the edge case of this audience, though, right? They're trying to appeal to a much bigger audience than serious golf players who have Nintendo Switches. So,
that's fair.
Yeah, but no, looks like it'll be good.
Number 9.
So we had a couple showcases, you could call them, over the last week or so. The first one let's talk about was the Dragon Quest State of Play. Is that what they call this one? Or is that
no, there's a comma there, Drew. You got to see the comma. No, it's just the Dragon Quest.
Dragon Quest.
The State of Play was the PlayStation one that they did last.
Yes, that one. So Dragon Quest. John, I don't know. What's your history of Dragon Quest? I know me and you both played through Dragon Quest 11.
It's the one game.
That's it. All right, so me and you are on the same playing field.
Yeah.
That's all I've played as well. And we both really were surprisingly enjoyed it.
Yep.
Ton of fun. Loved it. I didn't know a ton about it. Went in, and it was a blast. So that's all I ever knew. But I think that game left a very impressive taste in both of our mouths. Where we're like, I want a little bit more. You know? You don't like
it
that
left
one?
An impressive taste in our mouths. Sorry.
Yeah. That's
I'm not. I'm 12 years old. Sorry. Yes. No. I love Dragon Quest 11. You love Dragon Quest 11, and then I think I put like 90 hours into the game or something like that. Every so often I feel like I want to play it again, but then I realize it's not that kind of game. Like, no, I don't want to play it again. But Dragon Quest 3, the HD 2D version, which is obviously an Octopath engine, looks so good. And when I played Octopath Traveler, I loved the game, but I hated the story. I didn't like that it was like 8 separate stories. And then the game felt so much of like, okay, I need to do the second round for all 8 people. Okay, I need to do the third round. The way it broke it out was just, and I said the next game they make with this engine is going to be great. And then it turned out it was Project Triangle Strategy, which, don't get me wrong, I cannot wait for that game. But it's a little different game than an RPG. So seeing this Dragon Quest 3 is like, this is the second game they're making with that engine. And luckily for Dragon Quest, all of the games are pretty much, you don't have to play them in any given order. They're all pretty much on their own stories. So I can't wait to play Dragon Quest 3. Done.
Yeah, that one, I'm going to pass on that one. Nothing against it, not for me.
You just don't like that older style. You're younger guy.
Well, yeah, maybe that's it. Dragon Quest Treasures, though, is kind of like a new IP-ish for them. Again, I don't know a ton about this, but the trailer looks fantastic. I don't know if you like this one, but this one looks fun. I would maybe, this one will be dependent on when it comes out and what other games I'm currently playing.
Well, sure, yeah. So this one has characters from Dragon Quest 11. It's kind of a prequel story for some of the side characters. It's like side stories of some of the characters. I wasn't in love with the look of this yet.
Cartoony.
Cartoony. But I mean, I would definitely play Dragon Quest 3 over it. But yeah, I'll keep my eye on it. I enjoyed Dragon Quest 11, so I wouldn't say I'm not. It's cool to see, though. They're calling it sort of like a like a side story type thing. So it's a spin-off of the mainline series.
Yeah, that looks fun. Dragon Quest 10. What's this one?
Dragon Quest 10 is the online Dragon Quest, and they're just doing updates for it. They're also making I haven't played Dragon Quest 10, but they're making a single player version of it. Is the best that I read from that. I don't have any interest in it whatsoever, but
I'm not familiar with this one at all, but I agree.
Yeah.
Huh. And then their big announcement that they said they're working on was Dragon Quest 12, The Flames of Fate. Sounds like a game I would play.
Of Ages, that'd be great.
Dragon Quest 12. Obviously we know nothing about this besides that they're going with a darker adult themed. We can only hope.
That's interesting.
This should be the new Dads After Dark go-to game.
I mean, I'm gonna play it probably. I disagree that this was the big announcement because everybody in the world knows we're gonna get a Dragon Quest 12. We're up to 12 already. Of course they're making a 12, and 11 is probably the best Dragon Quest of all time. Yeah. And they did the Metroid Prime 4 treatment on it. I mean, I think everything you saw was just some designer being clever.
Yep.
So we didn't get anything from it. To me, Dragon Quest 3 is the big announcement. Maybe Treasures as well, and I'm sure some people are excited for 10. Dragon Quest 12, like I said, of course they're making this game. Of course they're working on this game. Not a surprise, but the key is is it going to come out for Switch? That's what I want.
I think so. I mean, I think Dragon Quest 11 did good. I think so I think it will. I don't see why would it. Yeah, I'll pick this up most likely.
Never know.
Again, might not be launched. It just depends. These type of games, it's not like my top, so it depends on what's happening.
Do you think Jesse's gonna play?
Yeah, I think Jesse does and will play. Maybe he'll have to send us a review.
Gonna finish in one day.
Yeah. Sonic Central Can we all just agree that's probably the worst name I've ever heard for like a state of play or
Worst
a
name for one of the worst franchises.
I'm not gonna say Sonic's the worst. Sonic
it is the worst. You just don't think it's the worst, but it is.
Well, what's wrong with Sonic?
I think it's too many shitty games.
Here's the problem with Sonic is they overdid it. Like, how many Sonic games do you think there are?
There's too many Sonic games. There's so many shitty Sonic games.
That's the
Sonic
problem.
06 is like regarded as like one of the worst games of all time. And then on this presentation, it was like, we're throwing Sonic into Minecraft. We're throwing Sonic into this game and that game and this.
And it didn't fit.
He
looked weird.
It's too much.
He looked like a person. He looked weird. He was like a big, tall body, and he was like running around with talking to people. I'm like, what is happening?
But okay, to me, the star of the show here is the Tokyo 2020 game. This was hilarious. This is like Mario and Sonic in the Olympics, except it's just Sonic. And it's like you basically look like a guy wearing a mascot suit, just racing against, not cartoony racers. This isn't like you versus, Bowser. I mean, this is just you in a Sonic suit racing. It's hilarious.
I mean, is this game going to be good? I don't really know anything.
It comes out in less than a month. I mean, it's coming out in less than a month.
I mean, I gotta look into it. I was a big fan of the old school Olympic games when they came out. I mean, have they been making them all along? I guess I never really.
Oh, they did Mario and Sonic in 20, and even though the Olympics didn't happen. But yeah, no, this is the first I've seen.
They used to have. I remember they used to have them every 2 years. Like they would make a legit. I remember playing like the 1998 game for Sega. Like they had the bobsled in, and it was a fun game to play. You had the skeet shooting, you had all this fun stuff. But
I did, I like them.
Did they still make them? Have they been making them every 2 years?
I don't know if they have been making them recently. I know that there was a time when there was a lot of them. Dreamcast had some, but this is a weird one, and I don't know if I feel like I want to get this just for the novelty of it. If it's physical, I don't know if it's digital only. Forget it. But it looks fun. I'm with you. I like Olympic games. I tend to not play them for very long. When I was a kid, I would play them a lot more. I played track and field like crazy.
Well, if you think about the value you get, some of them that include games like that have soccer in them, and like it's pretty good value for all the stuff you're getting.
It is. It's just
they're not polished.
You need to give me a reason. Yeah, if I can play them online, that gives it some value. If you have some high scoreboards or something, then I love that. But sometimes it's like, I'm just playing if I'm just playing skeet shooting and it's just internal to the game. I don't know, but
it could be a good
I got my eye on this for sure. It's so interesting looking. If you haven't seen the trailer for this one, you got to look it up. It's hilarious.
But then we saw their kind of big announcements was Sonic Colors Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
What do you think of this?
I've heard Sonic Colors was a good 3D game. I didn't play it because I don't play Sonic games. So they're kind of just doing a remake on a game that actually worked really well. This was a game on the Wii, I think. So yeah, they're making a big to-do about it. But it's one game out of many that just weren't really that great. And then they also talked about the Sonic Origins, where they're just going to bring back some of the original games. They didn't talk too much about what it was. I think most people are interested in those original games, especially if you played them as a kid and you got some nostalgia. I'm not interested in that at all because I tried Sonic Mania and honestly, I just don't like the Sonic formula.
There's too many. There's just too many. I agree.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think my kids might watch the Colors show. That looked something up their alley.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they did that too. There was just way too much Sonic news, and I don't know. Whatever. I mean, some people get excited by it, and that's just not me.
Yeah. And the last one here, John, Horizon Forbidden West. I'm not familiar with this one, so fill me in.
Yeah, that was the state of play that Sony did. This is the sequel to Horizon Zero Dawn. Looks great. I didn't get to play Horizon Zero Dawn. I had a PS4 for a while, but I wasn't able to get this one in. I would love to play through the first game and then play through this one at some point. That's probably not happening anytime soon, but it looks great. I love it. And as a big fan of the Tomb Raider games, I love that, her primary weapon is a bow and arrow. So I love using bow and arrow in the games. A lot of times because you can do stealth killing with it. It's just fun to just put an arrow through somebody's head. while they're talking to somebody, you know, and they don't even notice. But yeah, I mean, the game looks beautiful. The whole storyline behind these games is technology is kind of in the wild. So these like wild animals, but they're built with technology. You know, they have these little dinosaur looking things that like have like tank tractor trailers in their mouth and stuff. Very cool stuff. Yeah, I don't have a PlayStation right now, but look great.
Number 8.
We interrupt this podcast to talk about colonoscopies.
Very important.
It's very important to get your colons checked out. And in these past 2 weeks, we learned that 50 is no longer the magical age for your first colonoscopy. The bad news, it's now 45. So, Tim, Jesse, time to get your asses literally
pegged
to get a colonoscopy. As a 44-year-old who turns 45 in November, this was not welcome news for me. This is literally something that is on my mind, not wanting. I don't know much about colonoscopies. I've heard, I think they kind of knock you out. The idea of having a camera shoved up your ass while you're awake is terrifying to me and embarrassing. But yeah, so the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force, which is the group that recommends that you start getting colonoscopies when you're 50. And I think they kind of say every like 5 years or every 10 years. They're saying like more younger people are getting colon cancer. So this is just very interesting. And yeah, what do you think about this, Drew? You're still a ways away.
Luckily, yes, I am. I mean, listen,
what do you think about getting a colonoscopy?
I'm not like, I would say, afraid of the doctors, but I'm just one that puts it off, unfortunately, which is really bad. Like, for example, I still need to get like a cholesterol test, and I'm just, it's, you know, it's not that I'm afraid they don't get blood work or anything. I don't do it, and I need to go.
Yeah.
Like I was there the other day just to, you know, do my annual physical. He's like, oh, you need to get some blood work. I was like, well, can't you just do it? Because I'm here. I'm not trying to come back. Like, that's just because it's not like an exciting thing, just like this. It's not something that you want to go do. You want your results, yes, but you don't want to go do it, and you don't want to like waste or do a half a day of work to go do these things, right? So same thing with the blood work. It's like, I'm gonna have to, you know, you have to fast. You can't have breakfast or coffee or anything. You got to do your blood work before you do those things. So again, it's not a convenient factor for us. And like you said, it's something you need to do, but you don't want to.
It's a procedure on your ass, so there's even less motivation to do it.
You know, it's like getting your balls snipped. Maybe that should be another topic in 2 weeks. Like,
at least you get something out of it, though, right? You get your balls snipped, and it's like, cool, I can have sex now and don't have to worry about pregnancy. You know?
Yeah,
right?
It's something. I still feel like I wouldn't trust it.
So it's kind of like not wearing a mask. Like, you got vaccinated, but you don't trust it.
Great example, John. Well played. Yes.
You know you can do it. It just feels weird to do it.
Are your balls snipped?
No.
Yeah, see? Why aren't your balls snipped? You don't want to do it.
I really, the thought of going and getting that procedure done is horrifying to me.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, nowadays they don't even scalp it, as one may say. They do like the electronic shock or whatever. I don't know. I don't want to get involved in it.
I don't want to do it. Yeah.
You know what? I don't even want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. I want my balls.
Let's move on.
Move on.
Number 7.
Drew, I got the blurple. It is everything I thought it was going to be. The blurple Switch Lite came out last Friday. I went to the store. I picked up blurple and I picked up Metopia for my wife. It truly is. My wife had been like, I was kind of bugging her by calling it blurple, and she says it's blue. And then when I got it and showed it to her, she goes, well, it's not quite blue, but it's not purple. And I'm like, exactly. And so it really is blurple.
So does she now is she on the blurple train or no?
She doesn't really call it anything, so she won't use the word, but it's blurple. The reason why I was really excited for it is the gray Switch Lite is my favorite, and I use my Switch Lite a lot. But the gray is my favorite because it's dark, and so the colors of the game pop off of it. But it's gray, you know? It's not It's not that cool blue. It's it's gray.
Right.
So the blurple is still dark, but
It's like-
it has a color to it.
Okay. It's like the GameCube. You know, if you had the black or the
Exactly.
blurple, you went with the blurple.
It's the best of both worlds. You get the pop from the game, but you get some color on the plastic.
What
So
are the buttons, Gray?
it's just a light gray. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's
I like
really
that.
pretty.
Yep.
And since I had to go download all of my games again, I bought another 500 gigabyte SD card so I can have all of my games on my SD card. I did that with my last Switch when I got it. So now I don't have any small SD cards. I have half a terabyte SD cards. But yeah, I'm loving it. And really right now the Switch Lite is how I play portably. I've really in the last couple months have gotten into a mode where I play my Switch Lite when I'm playing in my chair or anywhere else. And I play I keep my red docked Switch, and I play docked. I play Monster Hunter, and that sort of came about because of Monster Hunter.
Yeah.
It's just a much better game to play docked. When I want to play a game docked, I play on the red one. When I want to play a portable, I play it on the blurps.
I do hate sometimes when you play handhelds. You get the Joy-Cons. They kind of feel like they're like bending inward a little bit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
If it's like it's
They
just
creak. There's a creak when you press the plus and minus buttons.
Yeah.
It's like you can hear a strain.
Oh, maybe.
And the Switch Lite doesn't have it, and that's really what.
Well, maybe
I
the
wish
Pro-
there was a bigger screen though.
Maybe the Pro will be here before we know it.
I cannot
Let's
wait.
step up the intensity. Ouch! Now that was a great workout.
Number 6.
So Team Cherry made an announcement before E3, and they basically said there's not going to be any new Silksong news. And this is the sequel to Hollow Knight. This is an interesting one because a lot of people were disappointed because a lot of people, again, every time there's announcements, especially related to Nintendo, people are really excited to hear that Silksong's going to drop. So it's like depressing because it's like, oh, there's no Silksong news. But on the other hand, like I think Team Cherry kind of did the right thing by getting rid of those expectations because they know everyone's going to go crazy thinking Silksong's gonna finally come. However, Drew, why are game companies doing this? Why is Team Cherry, a team that has made one game, Hollow Knight, that was a huge success and has a huge fan base, why do they refuse to give any new information on a much anticipated sequel that looked like it was polished and done 2 years ago? Why are they doing this? Why can't they just give a little more information? Show us a little bit of another level. That's all you gotta do. And then just say, we're still hard at work at this. We're trying to make this like a great game for you to enjoy. But here's like 30 seconds of, Silksong.
Maybe they're just telling you that, but they're going to do something differently. Who knows?
I mean, I think like something is so radically different they don't want to show you yet.
Maybe they're just going to drop it. Maybe it's like a shadow drop.
So weird. But I mean,
why? It's too big of a game to do that.
All they're doing is pissing off their fans. And look, when Silksong comes out, people who loved Hollow Knight are going to buy Silksong. But it just seems like you're unnecessarily pissing off your fans.
I think that if you don't have a full release date yet, and if that's because of your whatever reason, A, B, or C, new console, it's not done, whatever it is, what do you do if you show a new trailer coming soon?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that piss more people off?
Just say it's still in progress. We don't have an updated release date for it yet. Or if you want to give them a year, say it's going to be in 2022. I don't care. But just give something. You have fans that like love you. Give them a little bit something. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. Just weird. I
hear you.
My poor wife has been waiting for this game forever.
Yes, I remember she loved this game, even though you hated it.
Yeah, and I'll play it. I've actually debated replaying Hollow Knight again and trying to see if
would
I can
I
do
like
everything.
it or no.
I don't know if you would like it. It's made really well. I just think it had some game design issues, but I've played through it 1.5 times, and I'm thinking about trying it another time.
Game is it?
It's a Metroidvania.
But it's like you have guns, you have a sword. What do you have?
You have a needle.
Needle.
You're a bug. You're a little bug.
Okay, I'll look.
It's just done very well. Just yeah. It's Silksong, I think, is going to be an improvement over the original too. So yeah,
that's fair.
Well, just give us some news, Team Cherry. Give us some news.
Number 5.
John, I have an update for you. I went and got my hair cut. And that may
I can tell you look dapper, man.
You know, a little, you know, I'll be good for another 4 weeks. But yeah, where did we leave this last time? I need to remember what type of refresher I need to give.
Well, you said that when you get your hair cut, you also...
Yes, Manscaped.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do pair them together. It goes well. Yeah, I feel like just get all the hair off my body at once. I feel like I lose like a pound when I do it, even though that might not be true. You know, it's just, you feel great.
Yep.
You know, clean shaven is what you could say.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I visited my girl Caitlin as I said, I went to the salon. Right, I used to go to the barbershop, but I now go to the salon to visit my girl Caitlin. And you know, we had to we had to do a little chat. It's been a month. We haven't chatted in a while. See what's new. And yeah, it was fun. It was fantastic. I did not ask her to manscape me though. I didn't have it in me.
Too bad.
Maybe next time. The hot tub.
That's the special service of hair salons.
Yeah, I'm still working up to that one.
No, that's cool. It's nice that we have regular haircuts again.
Yeah, that's fair. I did have to still wear the mask. You know, that's the one I will say.
Weird.
That's the one thing I hate wearing a mask too. I don't even mind if it's 90 degrees. I'm outside. I have to wear a mask. Whatever. Right. It's getting a haircut. Right. You know, around the ears. And then what happens is, you know, when they're buzzing, they all fall into the mask. And this happens the last 3 times. It goes like you eat it accidentally, and it gets stuck in your throat, and you have these little hairs stuck in your throat all night. And I hate it. I hate it.
I can't imagine. I like, especially because it's near your hair, and obviously you probably have to take the strap off from time to time.
Yeah. But first world problems.
Yeah, I'm glad I shaved my head the summer before the pandemic started, so I didn't have to deal with haircuts and stuff like that. I feel like I picked the perfect time to start just buzzing my hair. So I have my own clippers, and in fact, I did it this morning too.
You do it yourself? Your wife?
I just do it myself. Yeah, I have a pair of clippers that I swear are like 15 years old, and for some reason I bought like really good professional clippers. I don't know why. I used it like once or twice, and then never again for 10 years until I decided to start buzzing my hair. So yeah, I've been able to do that, and the only thing I have problems with is just cleaning up a little bit in the back of my neck. I have to kind of do that with a different set. I mean, I have like 5 things that cut hair, right? I have the clippers for my head, and then I have a one blade for my beard, and then I have the manscaper for down below. I've got a nose and ear trimmer for that, and it's just like, oh my God, I've got like and then I have a flat, like a blade, like a razor blade to like, you know. Maybe
we need to invent something that you can just one-stop shop.
Well, the one blade, that's why it's called the one blade, right? They're like, it's for everything. But I was using it to buzz my hair, and it just takes too long and it gets too caught up. It's not good for that. But you're supposed to be able to use it to do a clean shave. No way. It's just a beard trimmer.
I don't believe in the clean shave for your beard with anything electric. It's just not. No, you need. What I do is I like doing the electric razor before I shower when everything face is dry. Take my nice hot shower, and then I get the straight razor after the shower and clean it up.
Oh yeah, I shave before the shower, but I mean it makes sense, right? You're warming up your skin, makes it smoother. I just feel like after I take a shower, I don't want to then like shave.
I know a lot of people that do it in the shower. You get like one of those fogless mirrors.
Yeah,
but not me. I don't know. It seems like a lot more.
I should try it one time. If it like feels a lot better and works a lot better, I would do it. It just feels opposite. It's like I just took a shower.
No, it feels nice.
It's like when you take a shower and then you take a shit. It's like,
you can't. That's like the golden rule.
I know, but like that's what it feels like. You're like, I was all clean, and now I'm not. So I don't know.
Yeah, I hear you.
Number 4.
Drew, I got a question for you.
Sure.
What do you wish games would do more of and less of?
Less.
You know what I mean? So let me.
I do. I do. But go ahead.
Okay, so this stems from what we talked about earlier with Never Yield, where I beat Never Yield, and I figured I would play in a higher difficulty or maybe do some collectibles, and it just wasn't there. I don't have a reason to play the game again. And so it kind of got me to thinking about, like, I wish more games would give you better reasons to play. Again, when I finished Rise of the Tomb Raider, you beat the final boss, but you have all these collectibles. The cool thing about the game is it knows there are all these collectibles that you likely have not collected yet.
Mm-hmm.
So after the credits run, they have this cutscene, and Laura's there, and she's talking to someone. I won't say who. And they're just like, we did it. We did this, blah, blah, blah. But there's so much more to discover. And they're like, yeah. And then they put you back in the game. And I think that's just a really cool, like, natural way to say, yes, now there's more to discover. Let's keep going. And I love that. And there was, like, more to do. And they let you know what you had to get, what you had to complete. They let you know your percentage. I love when games do that.
Yeah, I'm a fan of that.
Tell me how much I've done. Tell me how much there is left to go. Make it rewarding for me.
I agree.
That's what I love to see.
And you know what the beauty about that, John, is? It's not difficult for a developer to do those.
Correct.
It's just like statistics. You're not creating more code in or gameplay, and that should be the simple stuff.
Yeah.
I don't understand why games can't do that. You're absolutely right. But I'm gonna say something here that people might not agree with. I want more playing and less story. For example, I don't even need, like, cutscenes. These companies are spending so much money, so much time on cutscenes and developing these stories. Just focus on old-fashioned gameplay. How long does it take to make, like, a big AAA video game nowadays?
4 years.
Years. Where I get it, but you're just putting so much in there that people have to check every word in the dialogue and every text box, and just focus on the gameplay. Make the gameplay really good, really fun, and maybe even shorten the game. We don't need 100+ hour games. We don't. Just make them simple. That's what I think they should be focusing on. If you want to have a long game should be like 50 to 60 hours, not 100 to 150. That's just there's too many games now, right? People don't want to spend that much time. Especially us dads out there. We don't have time to play 100-hour game after 100-hour game. I think me and you are on the same page where we usually play one. I probably play one, maybe two, that long of a game a year.
Yeah, I think 40 hours is sort of like the high water mark that I'm like, okay. The thing is, like, in the old days, I wouldn't have minded like a 90-hour game. But the funny part is now those are being replaced by what I call forever games. Fortnite.
I know.
Now would you play Knockout City, Apex, the games that you're going to be investing hundreds of hours into. And now it's like the 90-hour single player experience is like that Twilight Zone of who wants it. Like, I don't want to play a 90-hour game. I played Dragon Quest. I liked it. I didn't, but still, like, it's not what I want to do. And sometimes I avoid a game because I don't want to start hour 1 out of 90. I just don't.
Yeah, it's so hard to start, right? And it's sometimes too to start. It's like, all right, I need at least 2 or 3 hours to start because there's going to be a story, there's going to be a tutorial, there's really going to be getting me going, and it's that 20 hours in that you're more excited for. It's just getting there sometimes difficult.
Right.
So that's what I personally would like to see. More of those 30 to 40 hours should be the big blockbuster games. Make them shorter, less cutscenes. I mean, I don't need to see these cinematic cutscenes. I know people, and maybe that's because I'm a Nintendo fanboy, but I don't know. I mean, again, I get back to what I said earlier. There's times where I want to play the video game, especially with kids running around the house. If I'm playing a video game where the kids are running around, Like I'm not 100% focused, you know.
Yeah.
And you can't pause it. You can't skip it because if you skip it, you just miss the whole story. And a lot of games you can't skip them anyway. You know.
Yeah. It depends on the game. The games these days have done a really good job of the cutscenes don't feel like videos that have been like cut and edited previously. They are like in-game cutscenes. So like if you're wearing like a weird outfit, I saw a meme about this, but if you're wearing a weird outfit, you have it in there and you're watching it going, wow, that's like rendered like right in the game.
Yeah,
that's kind of amazing. Yep. It's cool to see. I think Witcher 3 did it too. Yep. But I don't mind the cutscenes. Yeah, I agree. If they're too long, it's like I need to save, but I can't do it right now. I got to wait for this cutscene to end. But yeah, I do like them because I like the milestones, and I think some games need more cutscenes, like a story. And again, Never Yield had a little cutscene at the end of every level. It's just they were just awful. I'm thinking
more of like Xenoblade that we played together.
Xenoblade had
and it'd be like 11:30 at night, and I'm like trying to save it, and it's like, oh man, there's this cutscene, and it's like a 20-minute cutscene. I'm like,
yeah.
And I think we both said this. We both have fallen asleep.
Right.
Because it's like I want to go to bed, but I can't stop it. I can't save it yet.
Well, too many of the Xenoblade cutscenes were the 5 characters sitting in a circle, not really interacting with one another, just talking.
Yeah.
And it's just like it's so slow, and it's like I want them to grapple. I want something of significance. Yeah. But yeah, there's too much talking, way too long.
Agreed.
Definitely less of.
Number 3.
Drew, we got to talk about this problem. Your
problem?
Game choices are becoming very questionable lately, Drew. You've played Gravekeeper, Ages of Mages, Rise of the Slimes, A Knight's Quest. These are games nobody has heard of. And lately, I feel like you keep sending them to me. Drew, there's the Dwarf game too.
Dwarf
Journey.
I don't even remember Knight's Quest. Which one was that one? Oh, maybe.
You sent it to me. I don't know if you played it.
They're all the same. They're blur. Yeah. I will say, Ages of Mages has been the best game of the decade so far.
But you're writing me, and you're like, $1.99, right in my sweet spot, and it's like, but what is this game?
I feel like there's nothing that came out in the last few months that, I mean, really like all year that have been like the game for me.
Nothing? I mean, there's some good games that come out in every genre. Maybe they're not the big releases.
I played Pokemon for the first time ever. That wasn't even new. That was my big one. Pokemon Snap was a bust for me. What else? I can't even think of like what other newer big game I played. I mean, I have Miitopia now.
It doesn't have to be a big game though. It just has to be a game with some gravitas or something I've heard of.
Here's the problem. I want to play a good game, John. I just don't know what to play, and then I get suckered into this shit.
Yeah. I don't know. It's becoming a big problem. It's like happening like every week now, and I'm really curious.
I'm nervous for myself.
I'm getting nervous for you. There's got to be something.
I think I'm done. I'm playing Miitopia right up to June 25th. That's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it.
I think that's it. That's all I got left in me.
Maybe it's going to get better. I know there's lots of good games in June and July. I'm very excited for these next couple months of games.
Yes, I am excited as well. Are you playing Skyward Sword, by the way?
I don't plan on it, at least not right away. I played through that game on the Wii, so I mean,
me too.
I'm not planning on it. But who knows? You never know.
I agree too. I as of right now, no. I mean, E3 is coming up. Who knows what's going to happen? So, right now, my answer is no. I do have the Joy-Cons. I'm getting those. Yeah. But we'll see. I'm on the same page.
Okay. All right. Then we're good.
Number 2.
John, beach season, at least for me, is upon us. I mean, you guys don't have beaches. You have lakes or anything that you guys go to?
We have phony beaches that have no waves.
Do they have sand at least?
No, it's like, man-made lakes, and there's sand, and there's bathrooms, and there's whatever, but there's no waves.
Do they have really the seagulls that come down and try to eat your pepperoni sandwiches?
No, we don't have seagulls.
See? Yeah. That's part of the experience that you hate but love. So here's my question. thinking of the beach in the beach days and going as a family,
Mm-hmm.
Being 2021 that it is,
Mm-hmm.
it's quite raunchy. I mean, if you had to rate the movie by like the MPAA movie ratings, what would you rate A Trip to the Beach nowadays with all these young people and the thongs and the bikinis upside down and all these weird things, the fads that they're doing?
Wait, are they really wearing the bikinis upside down, or is that like a joke thing?
That's a real thing. I told you. I sent you guys pictures. We had this discussion.
No, I know pictures, but I mean, like, is that a real thing, or is that something you see? That is something I don't know.
I mean, it's a fad. It's a fad they're going on right now.
I'm gonna have to
you
check
got the
again.
under boob bikinis. It's like,
I love underboob.
me too. Love it. Big fan. Now, I love all of this. My question is what do you do with this, right? You're at the beach with your family, you have your kids, your wife. I mean, you're getting boners left and right. How do you control this? I mean, what does the beach become?
I as someone who can't relate, I've been to, like, when we go to New York, we go to the beach or whatever. Two things are in play for me. Number one is, like some of the bathing suits are definitely more daring. I haven't gone to any hotspot areas. I can't imagine what like spring break looks like, obviously.
Oh God, yeah.
A lot of times I'm going to the beach and I'm seeing people who are in their 50s and 60s baking on the beach, so it's not really what you're thinking. It's weird too, because it's like, gosh, like bathing suits, bikinis, they're just like underwear, right? Like a woman's not walking around in her panties and a bra. It would be scandalous to be arrested, but like,
it's the same thing.
You go to the beach and it's the same thing. So that's really weird. The other thing that goes for me though is I'm just not attracted to like young girls anymore. Like that just doesn't do it for me. Like seeing like
you don't have to be attractive, but you can't say you're not looking.
I mean, I say this like like the MILF thing, right? People like to joke about MILF, but like I'm more into women than I am girls. And a lot of women aren't wearing as daring a bathing suits or whatever. But so I would say, I think the rating has gone up. It's probably closer to an R rating.
Yes.
Depending on where you go. It was probably more PG-13 when I was younger. But yeah, I don't have the experience you do. What kind of beaches do you go to? Do you go to do you leave the state, Jersey Shore or something
Rhode
like that?
Island, we have all the beaches that we need. We have plenty of beaches. I mean, it's like you see in the movies, like Jaws and all that. I mean, they're beautiful beaches.
Okay.
But I mean, we both have daughters. Yours a little bit older than my daughter.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, are you nervous? Like in the future, you're going to start going to these beaches, and you're going to have like these creepy people staring at your daughters in pretty much underwear, like you said. I mean, it's.
It doesn't. I honestly it's one of those things, you'll see it when you get there. I don't really, probably not going to be going to. I don't go to beaches very much anyway.
That's true.
Whatever. To me, it's like, are people going to look at my daughter? Probably yes. But it's like, I looked too. Like, no big deal. That's just the way it is.
Everybody is somebody's daughter, right, John?
Everybody's somebody's daughter, and it's like when you're staring at girls in their bikinis or whatever, you're just staring anyway. So it's like,
right. You look at the menu, just don't order.
Right, exactly.
And I think looking at girls in bikinis is a perfect segue for our next topic.
And number 1.
Drew, the big topic for the last couple weeks, it's kind of already died out, but
never died.
Not for you earlier in the episode. Hot tub gamers on Twitch. So if you're not paying attention, anybody out there, here's what happened. There has been a trend on Twitch for people streaming while in a hot tub. And this isn't really a hot tub. It's just a pool, a bathtub, whatever. And obviously you see a lot of like female streamers doing this. They're wearing bikinis. They're coming from the beach where Drew was. And, clearly they're doing this because they're trying to like up their ratings, right? Of course, right? Sex sells. Well, Twitch's response to this, I think some people, I'll never understand this, Drew. I truly, someone please help me understand this. Men get upset about it and they don't like it. And I think the expected response from Twitch is to like ban it or, age gate it to something like 18 years old or 21 or what have you. I don't know. Their response was to make a category for it. So
Smart.
I am all for this. I'm not speaking for the entire Dads After Dark show channel, but this is what we're here for. I was all for this. And I understand there were some concerns about it should be age gated or my kids could see this or whatever. Look, don't worry about it. If your kid is on the computer, they can find so much worse stuff in a split second with Google. Okay. So there's that. I heard somebody say, somebody responded to some tweet I did and said, well, yeah, but like the girls that you like Google, aren't like responding to you or something like that. You're looking at these girls on a camera and they're responding to you. Well, first of all, they're not really responding to you unless you like send them money. Don't
do that.
So there's that. So if your kid is sending money to people on Twitch, they're probably old enough to deal with looking at a girl in a bikini. Okay. The other thing is, quite honestly, it's not that engaging. I've spent some time watching. I don't watch a lot of Twitch. I've probably spent more time watching Hot Tub Girls in the last week than I've watched on Twitch in my entire life.
It's fantastic. I've been watching it this whole episode. I'm not gonna lie.
I honestly, yes, you have been. And the funny thing about it is that it's really not that engaging.
It's really not.
They've got a few things going for it, which is funny. There's like this concept of, so here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you a set of pictures. These are screenshots from Hot Tub Girls on Twitch. And I am going to be sharing these screenshots on the Dads After Dark show channel. So if you're on the Discord, you've probably already seen this. But I'm going to share these with you. You have not seen these pictures. So we're going to go through these various streamers and talk about them. Now, people right now, this is on a Sunday night, that are paying attention to the Dads After Dark show channel are going to start seeing these pictures. I've let you all know that we're kind of simulcasting here. But yeah, they'll be able to hear your opinions as they listen to the podcast now. So let's talk about the Hot Tub Girls. This first picture here is a girl named Coomerman. I might get some of these names wrong. I shortened them up. As you can see, Drew, she is not in a true hot tub. This is like some inflatable hot tub. You can see the rubber duckies, the donuts. This is a common thing. Little like hot tub toys to kind of decorate the area. She's a beautiful girl. What would you rate her?
She looks young. We have turned into a dad. She looks like she's like 22 years old.
I don't even know if she has to be of legal age to do this. She's not like.
Well, that makes me nervous rating her. But I'm gonna say
you can rate someone who's under 18. It's not a crime.
I'm gonna say 6.9
out of 10. I just wanted to do 6.9.
No, I think that's fair. I was gonna go 7, but why not?
No, I mean, I think she's much better than a 7.
You think she's better than a 7?
I mean, she's like built perfectly, right?
I don't know. She's half in the hot tub. I guess you're right. Maybe a 7.5.
Man, you got some standards. Holy jeez.
I don't know. Her face doesn't do it for me.
What you can see here.
She looks like a me.
She does. She's on Twitch. There's so much interactivity on Twitch. It's kind of crazy, but you can see that she has follower goals and just all these different goals that are going on the screen. But notice it right there. It says 5 gifted subs get name on body. This is something. Look at her left arm. Look at her left arm. You can see some writing on it. And this is a very common thing. I think they're all just learning from each other. I'm not sure how long the hot tub thing has gone on, but they're all learning from each other that if you do certain things, in this case, gifted subs, that they'll write your name on their arm.
I have a dumb question.
Yeah.
Twitch, there's no nudity allowed, correct?
No, there's definitely no nudity allowed.
Okay.
I'm sure if like some accidental nudity happened, it would get reported. They'd get a strike.
Who would report a naked girl in a hot tub? I mean,
so the thing, I think there are, not everybody on that, and there are legitimate grievances, I understand, but one of the grievances is just like that it's unfair that they're not gaming. This should be a gaming system, and that's stupid because I watch people play chess on Twitch. Okay, Twitch has long not been about just gaming, and that's fine. I watch people play chess. Okay, these girls they're taking advantage of their body, and you know what? If you're a guy, just enjoy it. Enjoy. If you don't want to watch it, don't watch it. And if you enjoy it, then enjoy it. Like, it's so bizarre to me how guys get so, and I think what it is they get threatened because they can't show off what these girls can show off. And so you get this idea of an unfair advantage, which is about the dumbest thing ever. Because if you're a really good gamer, you have an unfair advantage over every other person who's streaming. Do you not? Ninja has an advantage because he's just really good at games. So should they not be allowed to say, oh, if you're really good at gaming, you can't go on Twitch? I mean, like, look, she's got a nice body, so she's going to incorporate it into whatever she does on Twitch.
Yeah.
I don't know how much this particular one will play games. Sometimes they don't. They play different games. I'll show you some other screenshots. But, I mean, this is it. This next one here is Kitty's Meow.
Huh.
This is all in the effort of research here, Drew. Kitty's Meow.
What is happening in
She's
this
also
picture?
pretty young. She looks like she's young to mid-20s, though.
So this is like the $25 rectangle blow-up pool that you use for kids.
Yep.
Looks like it's inside a bedroom with some curtains up.
There are definitely some strategic curtains. It looks like there's like a different room behind her.
I'm very confused. It has
that's
a blow-up shark that is way too big to be in the pool.
Right. And rubber duckies.
Yeah,
We're
there's
seeing
a lot happening here. And she's dressed up as like Catwoman.
Yes.
I'm just trying to describe what I'm seeing here.
It's a black bikini, and she has like cat ears, I think is what you're seeing. So, and if you watch a lot of the female streamers, they wear the cute headphones while they play. I mean, most people they use headphones while they're playing. They have to. And they'll have the little cute pink ones or cat ears. It's a very common thing. It's adorable.
Is that safe to be playing electronics while in a hot tub?
So a lot of these girls are actually not playing video games. Some are. And you can tell they have their desks outside and they set up. But like one of the common things I've seen is a lot of them will have a wheel and they'll spin the wheel when they get a certain amount of subs or whatever. And then they do what's on the wheel. A lot of them are doing the writing on the body, which again has got to be some kind of kink. That like a domination thing. Like, my name is on your arm now.
Would that turn you on? I mean, I
don't know. I can see the allure of it. Like if they said something like if you donate $50, I'll write it on my inner thigh. Something like that.
But it's just your name. I mean,
dude, I don't know. That's how I say it's like a kink, right? It doesn't make sense. But I mean, that just seems to be a theme. I think they're all kind of going off of each other and how we can get more. I mean, look at this screenshot here on the bottom. It says for dentist. It's like, I think she's like doing a fundraiser or something like that for cooking stream. It's so bizarre. It's amazing how much, like I said, interactivity is going on in the screen.
Where did you see that?
And some of these women will, it's on there. And then some of these women actually have like the chat going on their screen. And that's the most nerve wracking because you're just waiting for some just peevy guys.
Can we see your cat, Bella?
Yes, exactly.
What does that mean?
They see the cat. There's a cat somewhere on that screen there. Maybe not in that snapshot. And then looking at, like, she has these curtains in the background. They look like shower curtains, but there's some kind of curtains and they're blocking something. There's a mirror that she's got exposed behind her. But yeah,
this is a lot. Imagine if this was like going on in the other room in your house.
This one right here, this girl is Leinainu. You're gonna like her.
All right,
So
She had a little more sophisticated background, one might say.
She looks like she could be a Sadie, right? She's a little sophisticated.
See, I'm into her. I think she's attractive. She looks cute. She'd be like a 9 for me.
Yeah, she's got the bunny ears on, big chested, or she has maybe a big padding going on. Nice hips, and she's like an upgrade in the background, right? She's got this like Japanese sort of like, what's that Japanese wall that they put up? And she's got some purple lights in the background. She also has the looks like an inflatable piñata near the hot tub. And then she has the wheel. So like, if you look at the wheel, I think it was just her ears. She would change her ears. So it says cat ears, bunny ears, cow ears, like no ears. I don't understand what the value of this is. And it's like put together by hand. It's pretty bad.
Listen, someone must know that this turns guys on. I mean, I don't give a shit what ears you're wearing.
Yeah. I wonder how much of the wheel is that she has to turn around to spin the wheel. Yeah. Yeah. So, what do you think so far?
I liked her the best.
You said 9?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah. Again, like, I mean, these setups are very elaborate. A lot of the streamers have pretty elaborate setups too. It's gotten I don't know how much you watch, like just regular gaming streamers, but
not much.
Very elaborate green screens. It's funny. We're going to have a generation of like younger gamers that know how to do video editing, like stuff like that. It's going to be very interesting. Like the job cost for a video editor. I mean, you're just not going to make as much money as you used to. You're like,
maybe we could be their editors.
Yeah. This next one is the channel Froggenfru. Get ready for this one. So this one.
Oh, good Lord. What is happening? There's no hot tub here.
There's no hot tub at all. They're on the hot tub channel. This is an example. So what we're seeing here is these two girls. They're definitely older. They look like they could be in their 30s.
This should be like, I feel like a mom and daughter.
They could be mom and daughter. They're a little bigger girls, but they're like, normal size. And they look like they're both on their phones, which is the weirder thing. One of them even has their phone plugged in. Like you
what
can't
is happening right here?
Stream for an hour. Your phone is plugged in. And I was watching this for like a couple of minutes, and they're just looking at their phones, looking at chat. I don't know what's going on here, but what you're seeing is that people are getting on the hot tub bandwagon. They know people want to watch girls showing cleavage or whatever, but like these girls are really not doing anything of value. They're just, and you can see there's 176 people watching, which is a pretty good number for an average streamer. Not a good number. You look at the numbers on the left, you can see it's not a good number for like the top streamers, but I mean, if I had 176 people watching me, I'd be pretty happy. It was just, it's low effort. Kind of like low class. It wasn't very good. They were very much aware that, we're going to show, just kind of like some extra cleavage and people are going to watch us. And we're really not going to put any effort in doing anything.
Yeah,
the girl on the top has the sofa cushion between her legs.
Yeah, not sure what that's going on there.
That's like how you sleep, right? When you put your pillow between your legs. It's just really weird.
I mean, I guess so. I don't sleep that way.
It's very strange. All right, next one.
How many do we got?
I like this next one. This is Cynthia.
Ooh, Cynthia.
Let's
see. Let's see. Okay, Cynthia.
Very cute. She has pretty low effort background going on.
I mean, she's sitting in a doggy-sized pool that's about, I don't even know how to describe. It's like 2 feet in diameter.
Yes, it's like a pool for a baby.
Listen to this. If you give her $5, she'll do a squat. I don't even know what that means. And why would anybody care if someone did a squat?
I'm almost tempted to give like $1,000 to make her have to do like 200 squats.
That'd be intense.
That's a lot of money, but
$35, she'll change her bikini for you. Do you have to fit the bikini?
So that's the thing. Well, so that's the thing.
Look
I've
at this.
done a lot.
$100. She'll put her name on her forehead.
Yes.
I mean, that's just like these girls are like selling their body. I feel dirty. I don't like this, John.
That one does become close to prostitution, but there's one thing to remember. Prostitution is just having sex. And if you go on Twitch, people are doing this stuff all the time. They'll let you pick the game they play and whatever. It's just with these girls, they can do something maybe a little bit more bizarre. I'm sure some people put names on foreheads even if they're not in a hot tub. The bikini change thing is really weird. There were a lot of times I would go to a channel and they weren't there because they were changing their bikini. So it's almost like I'll change my bikini for you, but it also lets me take like a free 5-minute break. So I don't know the motivation there. And then a lot of them have the whiteboards. You can see if you do a sub, you'll get your name on the whiteboard. I wonder if I got on like Amaranth. But yeah, like, so, you know, she's definitely like cuter. Like I can understand people wanting to watch her do something versus the last two, but yeah. So that's Cynthia. We're still going, Drew.
Oh, good Lord.
And we're probably the first video game podcast that's done this. So we're
I would say that's accurate, John.
To the top of the search, Drew. Next one is Gemis. We'll call her Gemis.
Oh God. Gemis? Let's see. Here's my Twitch assessment. She's older.
Which I like, by the way.
She has some assets, one might say. I mean, she's outside of the hot tub. You could see the hot tub on the left.
She looks like she's in like California, Florida type kind of. That's
yeah,
kind of
the stucco walls with like a little.
Yes.
I mean, she's outside. It's okay.
Legit outside. Can you imagine doing this kind of stream outside when your neighbor could be watching you? That would be weird.
What word comes to my mind when I'm watching these besides dirty? Thirsty. You know, these girls just seem a little thirsty to me.
Well, she may be thirsty, but she's got 1,400 people watching her live, and she's got a name on her leg. So yeah,
wait. Does that say Zablock?
No, it doesn't. No, it has my real name, John. I have done a thing on our Twitter. You haven't been around for it, but I always throw follows at the girls that stream that are like in their 30s, because I've gotten so tired of the 16, 17-year-old girl streamer that wears the pink bunny ears and, you know, just loves streaming. So I appreciate this girl. She looks like she could be like her early 40s.
Yeah.
Right. I can't be wrong. And she sees a trend. She's got like I think she's got a wedding ring on. She sees a trend and she's got a nice little body for her age.
Now, what if your wife said, John, I think I want to stream in my hot tub? What would you say to that?
I'd let her do it.
I would too. Bring the money.
Yeah.
Bring the bacon.
Yeah.
Use your assets, as what they say.
Yeah. So, yeah, no, she was fine. I don't think she was really doing much of anything. And
I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I kind of definitely like the girls that are like actually gaming or something. Like just some of these other things like spin the wheel and whatever are it's almost like not like a Ponzi scheme. What am I looking for here? Like they're just doing things that are meta. No, it's just meta. It's like I'm doing these things so you'll give me money so I can do something that will make you give me more money, rather than I'm going to do something that's kind of cool, and if you give me money, I'll do something cool.
I'm sure these girls have like OnlyFans, and they're trying to like promote their link down below or through their Instagram somewhere. You know, You like what you're seeing. This is the free show, but come here for the private show.
All right. Number 7, Drew. This is my favorite. You've been staring at her for half the show.
No, that would be up staring at her for the entire show. She's still up.
Of all the girls
right now, she's in her bikini.
Yeah, of all the girls, I will say this one right here, this is Amaranth. She is the most talented.
Yes, I would agree.
She's a model. And like when I first tried her camera, she was playing Just Dance, and she is in this picture. And she's also like not so corny. She has a nice little room set up. I thought, Drew, you're going to love this. Look in the back corner, what does she have behind the chair over there?
Got some plushies over there.
She has gaming plushies over there, Drew. And
I need to add her with my plushies.
Extremely good looking. And in this picture that I'm sending you, she's putting on like her garter belts. So, and I'll show you a couple. I have a couple other pictures of her, but she plays Just Dance. The first time I saw her, she was playing Just Dance. Here she is, which is great. Like, if you're going to watch a girl in a hot tub or whatever, like seeing her bounce around is probably what you want to see. So she's not like spinning a wheel or anything. Here's the next picture of her. She was setting up her camera. She's going to adjust her camera here, but you can see like it's almost like in the perfect place already, right?
Well played.
You'll have to see this in the channel. And then the third one here is after she adjusted her camera, she's getting ready to dance. Like I said, she's the most talented. Like when you think about what you're about to watch, she's dressed up. She's actually more covered up than any of the other girls that we just saw, except for a couple. But she's kind of dressing sexy and whatever, but she's, seriously going to play some Just Dance. So you can just watch her, but like she's there for the games. So, hey, kind of like it.
That. I respect
Gotta respect. So, she also does the names and the body thing, although she's pretty clean here. I think she had just started.
I'm watching her. She's back in action now. She's back in the room. She left the hot tub.
Okay. She didn't do the change of bikini.
She changed. She's changed.
All right. We're going to move on to Taylor.
Oh, there's more?
There's more.
Oh, my God.
So this is Taylor.
Oh, me likey.
I had to take several screenshots to find the best one.
Oh, I like Taylor.
The best way to describe this is, remember Lilu from Fifth Element and the outfit she had on with the white straps? This is black straps and way less straps.
That's okay. I like to see a front angle here. I see a lot of side boob. I mean, I feel like they might be falling out. She's by a pool. She's definitely outdoors, and you can see she has the gimmicky stuff. She's got a little trampoline which she will jump on if she gets 10 subscriptions. I mean,
is really
fall
gross.
Off of that.
It's just so gross though, because it's like, you're jumping on a trampoline, so
for like a like
boobs bounce, but like I want to see you doing something else. Like she could really benefit from just playing Just Dance or something. 20 subs, she'll put on a new bikini. Think about how long it would take. Look at what she's wearing right now. She's even got like, look at that on her right leg. She has like a phone pouch.
Yeah.
To hold her phone.
I mean,
20 subscriptions?
200. She does a Kate smash, and then what's this? I don't know. She's gonna do body paint for. I don't even know what that means. Bit gold. She's collecting bitcoins.
I do not know.
What does the world come to? It's a beautiful place. I do have to say that. But
what do you think the subscription costs on that? I don't know what a subscription costs. I don't know. I honestly don't know. I was able to just follow them, and that's obviously for free. So I don't know what a subscription gets you besides, you have my name. But she's standing on. It doesn't look like a whiteboard, but it's something she's been writing on. And there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, there's like 20 names on it on just one side alone. So she's spending her, Twitch stream writing names, changing bikinis, jumping on a trampoline, and she's got like this little ball pit. Yeah. I think this is the word. And you can see she's adjusting like a phone holder tripod thing.
Selfies.
Well, she's doing that, and she's responding to chat. You do see this a lot on the cameras where they're stopping and they're typing on their phone or they're looking at their keyboard. It's with mixed. I can tell you, like when Amaranth is typing on her keyboard, it's in a position where she's basically bent over typing, and like it's entertaining in a way. But it's. Yeah, but to others, it just looks like they're just busy texting a friend or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
This is Gavrika. This one is very interesting.
Let me see. What is happening here?
This is the white inflatable quote-unquote hot tub. It's not really. It's just a little pool. She's got the shark.
The same
again.
shark.
She is playing Just Dance, but she has a filter on that
I don't like it.
literally looks like a Just Dance filter. Her body is in like a gradient form. It's actually pretty cool. If you're a Just Dance fan, it's like she's literally a Just Dance character, which I think is cool. It also tells me she plays Just Dance a lot on this stream.
Must be.
I can't really tell like kind of what she looks like. Obviously, she's in shape, but yeah. But I love the filter. I just wanted to point this one out. Yeah, I think Just Dance is a perfect game for hot tub girls to be playing. And it almost makes like if you're doing anything else, like Guitar Hero would be cool or something like that. Any kind of like physical game, DDR, whatever. But yeah, the girls that aren't doing anything, I don't like. I'm not saying they shouldn't be on the platform. I'm just saying is not as engaging. I think you'd be engaging if you were doing something.
Earn your paycheck, one might say.
Earn your paycheck. One sub, 500 bits, $5 plus 1 minute to stream. I don't know. That is, anywho, last one. This is the only one that can rival Amaranth. The only one.
Let's do it.
Great bikini top. They're the only one.
This is where we need to be.
This is Seduzo.
We're not doing
Drew
this.
describes Seduzo for me.
Seduzo is a redhead with a very lacy black bikini top, looking to be some type of yoga pants, which is a little bit different. I haven't seen that yet.
Yoga pants looks so
yoga pants
good on a boy.
And lastly, they're playing a sumo wrestling Just Dance.
That's a Just Dance song, yeah.
And they the last thing I'll say, they're about a 350-pound white man
with a beard.
With a beard. And everything else I said is also true.
Yeah, this is great. So what you're also seeing on the hot tub category is a lot of people mocking it. I've seen a lot of men. This guy was the best of the men because
he has 800 viewers right now.
Yeah, he's wearing the bikini top. There are a lot of men I've seen where they actually have a screenshot of like women in bikinis, and then they just have their head superimposed on top as they're talking. So I've seen that before. It was funny for like 3 seconds, but there's like 100 channels that do it. And then they have men who are just like on a picture of a hot tub, and so they get in the hot tub category because they're hoping people are searching around. This guy is just in front of it looks like his pool, playing Just Dance. He's got names written on his very big belly, having a good time. He was enjoyable. Loved it. He's not getting the highest rating on the looks department, but you got to appreciate the energy.
You do respect.
So yeah. So I think overall, I don't think the hot tub thing is a big deal. I think some people want to watch you play video games. Some people want to watch you play chess. There's a million other things that people do. There are people that do cooking. There's people that do eating on Twitch. There's so many different categories. And yeah, some people do activities in a hot tub.
Well, John, I just want to say thank you for opening me up to this amazing thing where I'm nervous now for myself, not getting stuff done. And just watching.
You're going to be watching during the Disney, guys. I just know it.
I don't know what could be happening, but it's an interesting thing, and I mean, what a wonderful world we live in that they offer this.
Okay, who's your top three?
Top three. I'm saying. What was the Amora girl? Whatever her name was that I've been watching. Yep.
I mean, of course she's number one.
Yep. I guess I'll have to say, I can't read this. Taylor? The Taylor girl? And then...
Which one was... Taylor, the one in the scrap.
And then the third one, the red one. Leneu?
Okay. Yeah.
I think she might be number 2. Taylor will be my number 3.
Okay. I'm going to put Amaranth number 1.
Yep.
Probably Cynthia number 2, although she needs to work on her backgrounds.
Yes, agreed.
And then it's kind of a tie between the first girl, Cameroon, and then the Milfy one. I just like the Milfy. Like, you know, if I was a woman in my early 40s and I'm doing hot tub cameras on Twitch, man, you got to have some great confidence. And I think she it comes across. You know what I mean? I like it, appreciate it. As someone in my early to mid 40s. So.
This girl's eating spaghetti and meatballs. I'm watching. I mean, you can't.
Where's the link, dude? I need a link.
Maybe it's shrimp. I don't know what it is.
How many people are still listening to this podcast, or they're just streaming now?
I don't know.
I hope we've turned everybody on to what is it? Chimney cakes?
Chimney cakes. Yeah. she's in a bathtub eating.
So she's in a real bathtub.
Yes.
Real bathtub, white bikini.
Shrimp?
She's eating. She's just talking with her subscribers.
Chatting. She's just chatting, living up the dream.
Should we follow her just to see if she'll say our name?
Maybe we should. I don't know how to do that. That's all you.
You just hit. All right, I'm gonna hit follow. Ready? Gonna hit follow. We're doing this live, everybody.
She's playing a ukulele now. Yeah. This is incredible. She's gonna maybe sing a song about us. Should we type in the chat?
Oh, she choked on a pepper.
Yeah, the volume. So this is incredible. You know what, John? What have we come to? I think we need to wrap this show up.
This is what we're here for. I'm not turning the show off, Drew, until
this girl's gonna die live on camera, choking on a pepper.
She pretty much is. Okay. All right. I'm turning it off. What do we got coming up, Drew?
You tell me, what do we have coming up the next few weeks?
June 4th, DC Superhero Girls Team Power. I am buying this game. I don't give a shit.
So if I get this would end my shitty game streak.
DC Superhero Girls?
Yeah.
Yeah. There were so many people that criticized this game because it was in I think it was in the Nintendo Direct. And it was dude, this game is not for you then. Just relax. But I'm a big fan of Harley Quinn. I was a fan of some of the girl version. This is based on a TV show, DC Superhero Girls. Mm-hmm. I like girls who kick ass. I love games that star girls. I just love it. So I'm going to buy this game. I don't know if I'll play it right away. I don't know if I'm even looking forward to playing it, but I'm going to buy it because I want to support it.
Sounds good.
That comes out June 4th. And then I have this pre-ordered. I don't know why. The Fortnite Joy-Cons come out June 4th.
Delete them.
That's Friday. I don't know why I have it pre-ordered, but I do.
What is it, blue and yellow?
Blue and yellow. The yellow one has a banana on it.
That's kind of cool.
See? And then June 11th, that's next Friday, Game Builder Garage comes out. I'm very excited for this one. I hope I play it as much as I'm hyped about it.
I'm torn on this one. I'm TBD. Might get it for my daughter.
If you're done with Metopia by then, I can see you. And remember, it's $30. It's not $60. Bad. Yeah, that's a great price. I mean, that's not even a not bad. That's a great price. $30. And you can get your kid interested in programming. I mean, if it was a $60 game, I understand people being like, "Oh, that's a lot. I don't know how much I'll play it." But $30, that's cool. I'm gonna actually buy that one digitally on my Switch Lite. I want that always with me, so that's gonna be a digital. But I'm buying it for my son too, so I'm gonna buy one physical copy and then a digital for myself. Yeah, and then it just gets better from there. End of June, July, cannot wait. Oh, we got so many great games coming out. It's gonna be
blast. I agree.
That was a good episode, Drew.
That was an interesting episode. I don't know if I'd say good, interesting to say the least.
A little dirty. We talked about beaches, hot tubs.
Boy. It was fun.
We do. I hope Justin's listening. Hey, Justin. Hey, if you can mention the hot tub topic on your next show, that'd be great.
Oh, God.
We're trying to move up the search rankings on Apple Podcasts, so if you can give our show a 5-star review, that would be great. Mention that we talk about the hot tub girls on Twitch as well. I think that will really help us. So yeah.
I'll tell you what, if you maybe mention it in the review, maybe we'll do something for you.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. If you've listened this long to this episode and you don't write a 5-star review about the hot tub video gamer girls, we'll do something for you. Let's just leave it at that.
Will do a Twitch stream from his bathtub playing Ages of Mages.
Oh my God.
And if he gets 5 subs, he will change his bathing suit.
To no bathing suit.
That's like 20 subs, Drew.
Oh, okay.
You can't give that away.
It's not lowball that.
And if you get 100 subs, he will mow the lawn live on stream.
I'll set up a camera and do that for us. Oh my God. What a night, Coach. What a night. All right. We ready for Sadie?
We are so ready for Sadie. We apologize, Sadie. You have to follow up that. But we love you, Sadie. Take it away.
The Dads After Dark show is a part of the Nintendo Dads family of podcasts. You can subscribe to us anywhere podcasts are available, including iTunes, Google Play, Spotify, and Stitcher. Be sure to join us on the Nintendo Dads Discord in the Dads After Dark show channel for some naughty After Dark talk. Follow us on Twitter @NDadsAfterDark. Ask us a question, and we may answer it on the show. That's all for tonight. Good night, Dads. Sweet dreams.